Man, it's the start of an era, Mike.
It is the start of an era.
Should we introduce our voices?
Yes. I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam, and this is our podcast.
Mike and Adam's Dreams and Feelings.
Dreams and feelings. Lots of them.
Like, I really want to know what makes us stand apart from other podcasts, because that's why people are going to want to hear about us.
That's true. I think it's probably going to be the fact that you married someone Canadian. That really sets you apart from others.
Adds a little spice.
A little spice. Or international.
International spice.
International spice.
It also helps to know that most podcasts, people know what they're talking about and they're professionals. And I don't think we have that.
No, we're definitely not professionals.
So we're just shooting from the hip.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
It was what was his name? The guy that ran against Obama the last election cycle, the old guy, John McCain.
Yes.
He's like, I'm a real maverick, a straight shooter.
Yes. We're going to be just like that.
Yes, we are.
In thought, word, and deed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We can only hope.
There's going to be a lot of randomness, a lot of topics. We're going to go straight to the heart. We're going to no holds barred.
No, ooh.
Yes.
Prison rules.
Prison rules. Yes. So, should we get started?
I think that would be wise.
All right. So, I made a list of topics, trending topics.
Trending.
That are we're going to go deep into these topics and talk about what do they really mean. Okay. So, the first thing, our question is, this is kind of based on a conspiracy that I just thought up.
Wait, is it a conspiracy in your mind?
In my mind.
Okay.
So we all know Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Made a song called "I Can't Keep My Hands to Myself."
Okay.
Right? Now, many would think that she's trying to tell her audience that she likes to be very physical with her boyfriends, right?
Yeah. Plural.
Yes. Because it could be anyone.
Right.
Yes, it's definitely not Justin Bieber.
Okay, tracking.
Yes. But I have a theory. What if she is admitting that she's a hopeless murderer and that she needs to be stopped before she puts her hands on another person?
Okay.
Now, you would think from the video, because it was all about a romantic relationship.
Right.
But listen to these lyrics.
Okay.
Can't keep my hands to myself, no matter how hard I'm trying. So there's an inner struggle. Okay. And she keeps saying that her victims are like gin and juice.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a hint towards alcoholism.
Right.
And many psychopaths might suffer with alcoholism.
Right.
And she says, my doctor says I'm no good for you. Psychologist?
Right, question mark.
Yeah. So maybe this is a hidden confession that she can't stop herself.
Right. I think we need to also go to other famous singers portraying of the gin and juice that I think she's referring to.
Yes.
Specifically one Doctor of Rap, one Snoop Dogg. Made,
yes.
And one of his infamous songs, Gin and Juice. And I think to draw a comparison, I would say that Snoop Dogg is probably a sociopath. I don't want to say that.
Oh, we know he shot people.
Right, we know.
So maybe that's the code word.
Right. Gin and juice is code word for sociopath.
Yes, absolutely. And keep in mind, she just got off of a relationship with Justin Bieber, and that could have some psychological effects.
Some real ramifications.
So maybe this is a cry for help.
If I dated Justin Bieber, I think, yes. I would say gin and juice as well.
Yes. If you're someone's gin and juice, watch out.
If you're someone's gin and juice.
You don't want to be that.
No.
Yes. And, I really like the title, Can't Keep My Hands to Myself. Because you think you learned that in kindergarten.
Right. That's the first rule.
Please keep your hands to yourself.
And 2, sleep at nap time.
Yes.
I failed both those, and that's why I had to repeat a grade.
Yes. And it looks like Selena is just like, she just breaks it.
She does. She can't keep her hands to herself.
Yes. So, conspiracy theory.
Confirmed.
Yes. Yeah. What if Selena Gomez is a psychopath?
Well, I think also in the interest of this podcast, I think we should also be a little bit of, giving some advice to our listeners. And Selena, if you're listening, I think to solve your issues here, you should do what my kindergarten teacher told me to do, and that was to sit on my hands. That kept me from touching other people's and keeping my hands to myself.
There's also, like, what kind of keep your hands to yourself are we talking about?
Right.
Is it the very romantic, the going too far, or is it that annoying girlfriend thing where she's always holding your hand, latching onto your arm, giving you those attack hugs, and you're like, no.
I need personal space.
I need personal space.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of keeping your hands to yourself are we talking about?
That's a good question. I mean, let's see. There's so many issues I think I'm having with this gin and juice topic.
Yes.
I think that she honestly she just needs to find a man that'll treat her right and won't stir the gin and the juice together. But do you know the 5 love language things? The what is it you can like test?
Right. Yes.
And that's how you like best express love. Maybe she's just saying that she needs a healthy way to express her touching sensitivity, like her provocation for touching is because that's how she expresses love, but she needs to do it in a healthy way with boundaries.
Right. So this is kind of like a she's talking about a deeper love. This is not just romance.
No.
She's saying what really fills my cup is the physical love. So if you gave her a high five, a hug, pat her on the shoulder, she would really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And now fill that cup with love instead of gin and juice.
Yes, and gin and juice.
No.
So, our message is when you want to grab the gin and juice,
right,
remember your love language.
Exactly.
It might save you. So kick that off. That was our conspiracy of the day.
Conspiracy of the day. I can't wait to see.
All right. So next is our trending news.
Oh no.
Trending news, and how can I not bring this up?
Okay.
The member of One Direction, and this was like
Zayn.
Is
it Zayn?
Yes, it's Zayn. The hot one. The
one that didn't date Taylor Swift.
Yes. Okay. 1 out of 5.
You're right.
He got a glow-in-the-dark Star Wars tattoo. That showed up right on my news feed.
Wow.
That was page 1.
Wow.
It was like the world was saying, stop what you're doing.
Pay attention.
Forget this Turkey coup.
Yeah.
Forget all the bombings. Zayn got a glow-in-the-dark Star Wars tattoo.
Man, he's a real fan.
Yes. And it's just like, it's one of those things is like, did I really need to know that?
What was it a tattoo of?
It didn't even show.
It was just Star Wars. They just said Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Trust us. Trust us.
Yes.
CNN. Anderson Cooper.
Yes. It's good to know that there's fair reporting.
Right. No spin.
There was no spin on this glow-in-the-dark tattoo. It was there.
Right.
You can judge for yourself.
Zayn gets Star Wars tattoo. Tween nerd girls go crazy.
Right. So that is front page news today.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Moving on to the news. Pokemon Go.
Yes.
It's been out for how long?
Probably about a week and a half. 2 weeks.
And now it's gotten an insane amount of attention.
Yes.
Nintendo has raised billions of dollars. And other companies are actually making money off of it. This is how I know.
Okay.
Because I was in Brockport. And there was people wearing Pokemon trainer t-shirts and hats.
Okay.
Which they bought just so they could be prepared when they go out to catch their Pokemon.
Right.
Which leads me to believe this is the first ever app where people need to get dressed up just to use it.
What about Tinder?
Tinder, we know they don't get dressed up.
Right, okay. Yes. Clothing optional.
Clothing optional. But this is like when I use Snapchat, I don't have to put a Snapchat trainer shirt on.
That's true.
Yeah. When I use other apps.
I
don't have to put a special shirt on.
Right. When you tweet, you don't have to wear, like an Angry Bird shirt.
No,
right.
No, you don't. But this is the first app where you have to like dress up to actually be able to do it right.
To be acknowledged as a true Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. And I think something else that's really interesting is something that I've observed walking around in Brockport, where we're from. Right on Main Street, people will play the Pokemon theme song, like from their cars and bikes as they go around, and it fills the people with a sense of like camaraderie. And not even like one of the newer ones, like the old school one, like the one from the 90s.
Wow.
It's like that. I don't know. It feels, and I was having a conversation with a friend, and how it honestly it feels like. Like when Marty McFly kind of like goes to the future and he kind of like is looking around and is like, is this what the future is like? That's what it feels like for me. I feel like because my experience is in the past with Pokemon, and then now in the future, being like I can walk around with my phone and catch Pokemon that are like manifesting themselves. Like it's insane.
It's amazing how many people suddenly love Pokemon. Like, were they closet Pokemon lovers before and they were just waiting for the revolution?
Right.
Or are they just kind of getting on a bandwagon? What would happen if Digimon did it? Would they suddenly become Digimon fans?
Probably not. I would submit no.
Yeah, so it has to be Pokemon.
Right. And like, where were all these kids when I was getting bullied for having Pokemon cards in the bus?
Yes, and do these people own Game Boys?
Question mark? Probably not.
So it's just weird. Nintendo, out of the blue, said, we're going to use our Pokemon monsters, and you're going to love it. And it worked.
You're going to love it.
It worked.
Yep, and we love it.
It could have been anything else. It could have been like the Smithsonian putting out presidents everywhere. You have to collect 42 presidents. And that could have took off, but it was Pokemon.
It was Pokemon.
Yeah. It's just like, it just blows my mind.
Do you have the app? Have you?
I had the app, and I got a Rattata.
Okay.
And I learned that it's a good business thing, because my parents own a business. So if you drop a lure at your business, it brings tons of people in, and it actually gives you business.
Okay.
So it's like one of those business tactics. I also thought it would make an amazing prank if you go to someone who is a complete introvert and drop a lure.
On them.
Yes.
Right.
You drop a lure on them, sending hundreds of people. Yes.
Terrifying.
They'll hate you for life.
They will. But in the end, they'll make friends and socialize, which they need.
Yes, absolutely. So, anything about... We should give Pokemon Go tips. Do you have any?
Yeah. Do I have it? Look both ways before you cross the street, always.
Right.
That should be number one. And number two, never go alone. Like, with someone that they're like, hey... Let's go this way, you and me, down this dark alley, or we'll be alone. Trust me, that Pidgey is not there.
Yes.
It is not there.
Yes.
He just wants your phone.
Yeah. What is the hardest Pokemon to catch?
That's a good question. I heard, they're using the original 150 for now, right? From the original game. So it's probably going to be Mewtwo, but I haven't heard anything about where to catch him, so...
I remember my first Pokemon game, where I just thought... instead of collecting a lot of them, I would focus on one.
Oh, just one?
And it was Jigglypuff.
Is there a particular reason why?
I just Jigglypuff seems cool.
Right.
I leveled up his or her pound.
Right, pound attack.
And he was doing one-hit kills.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I occasionally used the singing song one, because you can't use a Jigglypuff.
Right, you're not used to singing. Right.
And I even made it to a Wigglytuff.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So you just had one Pokemon?
I had one Pokemon, and it was owning.
Right. But if that one happened to die, like you were up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah, then I had to go to the starter pack Pokemon.
The starter pack. Who did you start with?
Oh, gosh.
I feel like this is a real psychological,
Yes,
profile.
what it says about you.
Yeah. So, and for those that are uninitiated, you start the game with your choice of 3 Pokemon, except if you play Pokemon Yellow, where you can start with Pikachu. But, like, in Pokemon Red and Blue, you can start with Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or Charmander. And Charmander's a fire type, Bulbasaur is like this, like, dinosaur with a plant on its back. And then Squirtle, which is literally just a turtle, which is kind of lame. But
Bulbasaur. I think I went with him because he's got like a vine whip.
That really intrigued you.
That really hurts.
Yeah, that really.
If I want to make an animal faint, I go with a vine. I whip them.
You whip them. That's a good strategy.
I don't squirt them till they faint.
Right. That would actually be refreshing.
Yes, that would wake you up.
Right. That would make you feel more alert.
It only makes sense that you whip.
And we don't want to disfigure them by like burning them or anything. Like, that's savage. Like, that's really mean.
That ruins their life.
Right, exactly.
You just want to whip them.
Right.
Or leaf cut them.
Right, just momentarily disable them.
Yes.
That's the goal. Do you have any tips for any aspiring Pokemon trainers out there?
I would say don't forget your real pets at home.
Yes.
The temptation is to love 150 animals and have that be the only animals you love. But don't forget that God made 60,000 species of animal that are also very enjoyable.
That's true.
So don't forget them.
Right. And follow up to that one, don't make them fight. That's bad. Don't make the real animals fight. That's bad.
That's bad. Pokemon's one flaw is that it supports illegal dog fighting. It's a whole world based on illegal dog fighting.
And they encourage kids to participate.
Yes.
Like,
but first you have to trap them in a small cage.
Right. Force them to bend to your will.
Yes.
And then leaf cut each other.
Yes, and then whip each other until they faint.
Right. So, what could go wrong? What are we teaching our kids?
Mm-hmm. So don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
All right. Did we nail the Pokemon Go?
I feel yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So my third and favorite topic.
Oh, shoot.
Is off-brands and clones. So, you have the number one product. Starbucks,
right. The premium brand.
Yes. But then you have second place. Like in Canada, you have Coffee Time. No, not Coffee Time. Second Cup.
Second Cup?
Yes.
Not Tim Hortons?
Tim Hortons might be in a different league because they serve food.
Okay. But doesn't Starbucks?
Yeah, I mean, we'll let our viewers decide. Okay. Tim Hortons / Second Cup.
Second Cup.
I have an obsession with liking the second place brand of things. If I see something as being the first, like I'll immediately go to the lesser one.
The lesser one. Okay.
Even if the lesser one's making horrible decisions that makes them deserve to be lesser. And it's like a pride thing. Or it's kind of, for me, it's like imagining an alternate universe where the second place product is the one people want to go to.
Okay.
So what second place products do you like?
Second place products. Man, for the longest time with my MacBook, I would not buy the regular charger that would come with it because it's like $80.
Well, that makes sense.
And I was like, no, I'm going to the second place. But it ended up ruining my laptop, so I don't know if this is the best example.
Oh, so maybe there's a purpose. To buying the best. Maybe it's the best for a reason.
Yeah. It's quality over quantity. But I think an interesting phenomenon is if you go to our local favorite supermarket and may I say cult, Wegmans.
Yes.
Their off-brand cereal is actually as good, if not better, than the regular cereal.
Right.
And cheaper.
Right. You have Lucky Charms.
Yep.
And then you have Marshmallow Mateys.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
And they're both sugar.
Yes.
And they both taste the same.
Cocoa Kringles. Blueberry Bread Bites. All of those, which are exact same recipes, they just cost $1 less.
So what other second place kind of like, so like, I don't know, something that kind of like brings to my mind is back in the day with the WCW and the WWF.
Oh, yes.
Like, the WCW was, like, kicking butt. Like, they were...
For, like, a year.
Yeah.
A good year.
A good year.
Yes.
And then Vince McMahon was like, wait, what? How are we? And then he just, like, stole everything back.
Right.
So it's just like, I don't know.
Which they call the Attitude Era.
The Attitude Era.
He added some rated R things.
Right.
A few coarse language.
Right.
And people loved it.
And people loved
some
it.
extra chairs, some blood.
Some blood.
Yeah. I was a huge WCW fan for only the reason that everyone loved WWF. So I'm like, no, you say The Rock, I say Hulk Hogan.
Right. Wait, wasn't he Hollywood Hogan at that
Hollywood
point?
Hogan.
Yeah. And it was the NWO, right?
Yes.
That's what they were called.
Stone Cold? Nope.
Goldberg.
Yes. No X-Pac. I want Rey Mysterio Jr.
Junior.
Yeah, so I was huge. And the thing is, like, WCW deserved to be second, even third place.
Yeah.
So I was constantly disappointed. But I was still stubborn.
Right.
Like, when they botched matches.
Right.
When they, like, just ruined them. You know, like, I was still stuck on. And I'd probably still stay on if I could. WCW had a right to die.
Right.
Yes.
Poor ownership, poor booking. Mm-hmm. And Hulk Hogan being an awful wrestler.
Yes. Yes. The fact that they had 60 to 70-year-olds in their main event.
Right.
Doing not much more than a scoop slam.
Right.
And making a big deal out of it.
Right. Or how Hulk Hogan's, like, finishing move was, like, the atomic leg drop. Yes. Like, that wouldn't wound a child.
No, it wouldn't. No. It's just... Or how they would put, like, two head people in a match. And instead of finishing the match, they would end it with someone coming in with a chair shot.
Right.
And disqualifying.
You're right.
Everything got disqualified in WCW.
Right.
Just so you could buy the pay-per-view.
Right. To see them get revenge.
Yes.
You would think that... Who owned WCW? Was it Eric Bischoff?
It was Eric Bischoff.
Okay.
More important, it was...
it wasn't Shane, was it?
No, it wasn't Shane. It was on... Was it TNT?
Maybe.
That showed it? Or no, it was TNT. So
TNT.
It was... Oh, shoot. Are you allowed to forget things on a podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
We are human.
To be continued. Who owns WCW? Find out next week.
Exactly.
All right. So I wrote some other off-brands.
Perfect.
So you had Where's Waldo growing up as a kid. Mm-hmm. But I had a book called Finding Freddy.
That sounds terrifying.
Freddy was somewhere in this gaggle of people. And it was different than Where's Waldo, because some of it was like a lot sillier.
Right.
And some of the drawings were a little bit worse. But the people also had word bubbles, so you could see what they were saying as you were finding Freddy. Mm-hmm. And then they had the Where's Wenda, which was the female version for girls.
Right.
So I grew up with Finding Freddy.
Okay.
Everyone else grew up with Where's Waldo.
Yeah, I can confirm that I grew up with Where's Waldo.
Yes. This one I didn't grow up with, but if you couldn't afford Transformers, you got GoBots.
Interesting.
Does anyone know anything about GoBots?
And by anyone, you mean me?
Yes. Anyone in this room.
The GoBots. I've not heard of GoBots.
They might turn into something.
Right.
They might be...
That goes?
Yes.
Is that the name
Things
of the title?
That go.
Things that go.
Now this one was a after school favorite of mine.
Yes.
Normal people watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I watched Super Samurai Shogun Squad.
You made that up. That's not real.
No, that is real.
What channel was that on?
I think TBS.
TBS.
Okay, so the premise of the show was...
They were samurais?
There was this evil guy, and whenever he got angry, he put a virus in the world's computer.
Okay.
And these guys jumped into the computer and turned into a samurai and fought the virus.
Wow, that's how that works.
one day, like, and everything would just make this guy angry. Like, he'd forget his lunch and he'd be like, I'd show you. And so he'd put a poison virus in the computer, which poisons all the food.
Right. Instead of, asking his mom for a sandwich.
Yes. So he was just a jerk.
Right. He sounds like one.
And these guys just kept continually, they had to go into the computer, form up into a group of a huge robot and fight the monster virus. So,
did they ever think to just track him down in real life and like stop him?
Maybe in a two-parter they might have figured out who this guy was. But it was good. Like, it was America's version because there was no like English dub. It was so it was America's try at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Right.
It was either that or VR Troopers.
VR Troopers.
Or Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yes, I know the Beetleborgs. I had an action figure.
Yes.
Didn't watch the show, but I had an action figure.
Yes. Which ones did you grow up watching?
Definitely the Power Rangers, but at a time when me and my brother were too old to be watching them, we were maybe like 14 and 12. Every Saturday we would watch the Mighty Morphin Ninja Rangers.
Ninja Rangers.
And we watched the entire season unironically. Yes. We like desired to want to watch it, and it was actually, we felt kind of terrible after. We were like, we're too old to like be excited about watching this.
I only remember one episode where evil Rita, her plan was just to send jerks at the earth to ruin things.
Right. It's like, Donald Trump, have him.
Yes. Here's another jerk. Right. Here's a jerk.
Here's Simon Cowell.
In this one, it was a pig.
Okay.
This pig that would eat the world's food supply by just putting food in his mouth.
That's actually terrifying.
And he was slow.
Right, so it would take
and food would actually fall out of his mouth.
So he was very ineffective.
Yes, but they said, in 48 hours, all of our food will be gone.
That's impossible. There's no way.
Apparently he was a threat.
He was...
Yes.
Where was all the food that he was digesting going?
I don't know.
That's a lot of food.
That was the part they didn't bring up.
I heard that they're making a movie, like a new live action.
And I'm not sure if Tommy, the White Ranger, will be in it.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
He was dreamy.
I forgot who was in the old movie with Ivan Ooze.
I can't remember. Was it not like that generation, like Tommy's generation?
Yeah, I think that was the first generation of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And, that was back when they were icons.
Right.
The Red Ranger, he was the leader.
Right, and the coolest. If you were playing pretend, you wanted to be the Red Ranger.
The Black Ranger, he was black.
He was black. The Yellow Ranger was Asian.
It was Asian. It was. Pink Ranger, a girl.
Girl, of course.
A Blue Ranger, kind of weak.
Definitely a nerd.
The colors helped you figure out the stereotype.
Right, exactly.
They didn't want to ruin anything.
Right, exactly. They weren't shaking any boats.
Yes. Oh, okay. So that was the Power Rangers. So Pepsi.
Okay.
Now, would you consider Coca-Cola or Pepsi to be at the top, or do they share?
Oh man, I think they gotta share. I mean, they're neck and neck. I mean, when you talk about it, even when you go to restaurants, you're like, "Can I have a Pepsi?" They're like, "You mean we have Coke?" You know what I mean? And they're like, so I think they're one and the same. They don't say like, like you don't go to a store and ask like, hey, can I have a Pepsi? And they're like, no, we have RC Cola. And you're like,
well, that's my off-brand, RC Cola.
Okay.
Which I think the R stands for Royal.
Yeah, I think it's Royal Club.
Royal
Coke?
Club Cola.
Club Cola.
Yeah,
RC Cola.
In some universe, RC Cola might have felt like they could have taken on Pepsi Cola, universe.
Right.
But it's funny, like you never hear someone say, I have an attraction to RC Cola.
An attraction.
Yes.
I'm oriented towards RC.
I'm oriented to RC Cola.
Some places down south, though, I heard, they really like RC Cola. Like, I have some family from Pennsylvania, and they're all about RC Cola.
Right. And would I be able to know the flavor? Like,
right,
would I be able to?
Probably not.
Probably not. It's just like you have M&Ms in the States,
right?
But in Canada, you have Smarties.
Is that what they're called?
They're called Smarties. They're not. They're made by Nestle.
Okay.
And they're chocolate covered buttons.
Okay.
If you take a button from his shirt covered in chocolate,
That's what you get.
and eat it.
They don't have M&Ms at all?
They do. They do have M&Ms.
But the preferred is Smarties.
Yes, but if you want to get the real Canadian experience,
Right.
you get the Smarties.
Right, and the ketchup chips.
And the ketchup chips, yes. Right. Oh, RC Cola. Guitar Hero.
Okay.
I think actually Guitar Hero's the off-brand.
Of
Everyone went to Rock Band.
Rock Band, yeah.
And when everyone went to Rock Band, I went to Guitar Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it was for a good reason, because Guitar Hero has some really good songs.
Yeah.
That I prefer over Rock Band.
Mm.
I know that the last Rock Band had all these, like, metal bands, like Death Clock.
Death Clock. Blood Will Rain.
Blood Will Rain. A band called Snot.
Oh, jeez. Yes. That's their name. A band called Snot.
Yes. It was on there. All these grunge bands were out throughout the whole, and then they had Nickelback.
The grungiest.
How You Remind Me. Kind of in there.
No, thank you.
Yes. But there were some really good songs. Like they kind of dug deep into the weird pool.
Yeah, right.
Pulled out some obscure bands. Pulled out some kind of well-known bands.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
And then you have the Rock Band, which has the Foo Fighters song.
Right.
Every game has to have the Foo Fighters song.
The Foo Fighters song.
Maybe the Weezer song.
The Weezer song, yeah.
That 80s hit. That band pretending to be the 80s. And that's, that was what's popular. So I always went to Guitar Hero. But I also want to talk about what the church tried to do. Okay. And they tried to bring in guitar praise.
Oh, no.
It's a Christian version to steal away the audience of Guitar Hero.
Right.
They said, you know what, kids? You don't need that trash anymore.
Right.
You have guitar praise.
Play these 4 chords.
Yes, 4 chords. It had Cutlass.
Oh, what?
Newsboys.
Newsboys.
1,000-Foot Crutch. Some White Lion. Striper.
Right. The band pack that you can go to public school and people won't judge you for being Christian music pack.
Yes, it had all of that.
Reliant K, maybe?
I think Reliant K was on there.
The yellow card. Are they Christian?
No.
I've heard rumors.
Maybe they are. Violins are Christian.
Violins are definitely Christian. They're a string instrument.
Yes. So, growing up, everyone had Mad Magazine. Okay. But guess what I got into?
Not Mad Magazine.
Cracked Magazine.
What was the difference?
Cracked was like 10 times more immature.
Okay.
So
is that why it appealed to you?
While Mad was kind of like classy and satire.
I don't think anyone's ever accused Mad Magazine of that.
Well, comparatively speaking.
Okay, right.
Like, take the humor of Mad Magazine, add like 30% more toilet, and 30% more like Tom and Jerry antics. And then you would get Cracked Magazine. Which now Cracked is like a very popular website that shows like these trending funny articles. So, but in the early days, they were trying to neck and neck with Mad Magazine.
Man.
Yes. I actually went and got some 1996 issues of Cracked Magazine where they made fun of Killer Instinct from Nintendo 64 and Jumanji. And Jumanji.
They had a very wide range.
Yes. They called their parody of Jumanji, I think it was Jamonkey. So,
imaginative.
And I was reading it and I was like, this isn't funny.
At all.
Why did I think this was funny? I know why. Because it was second place.
Right.
Yes. So, first place, Gatorade.
Okay.
Second place, Powerade.
Definitely Powerade.
You know you can get Powerade so cheap?
Yeah, it's like 60 cents.
Yes. You can get it in 3 colors.
Right. And they all taste the same.
Yes. With Gatorade, you get like Thunder Dew,
right.
Mountain Mist.
Right. all for $1.69.
Yes.
Like
Purple Rain.
a bajillion times more expensive.
But with Powerade, it's red, blue, orange.
Orange, right?
My favorite fruits.
My favorite.
Red, blue, and orange. If you want anything else, you go to Gatorade.
Don't they sponsor the Olympics? Not Gatorade?
Not Gatorade?
I think. I'm not 100% sure. I could be totally wrong.
They might.
But I remember, because McDonald's does, they're sponsored by Coca-Cola, and they have Powerade. And I remember seeing them, they have, like, cups that have, like, the Olympic symbol, and then the McDonald's, and then, like, Powerade.
Powerade.
So, I don't know, like, that's weird.
Well, that's okay, because America doesn't really hold the Olympics with that much respect.
Right. Like, I totally forgot that those are happening right now.
We've got the Super Bowl and the World Series.
Right, in the World Series.
It's the only two sports America recognizes.
Football and football, maybe, not basketball. We like basketball.
Yeah, we like basketball.
And baseball. Mostly because we're so big and giant that we can just dunk on people. Like,
those are the only three sports we recognize.
And sports we made up, like poker or...
Yes. Or Halo.
Halo, right, exactly. And even Halo we're not the best at.
Yes, no. So, like, when the Olympics, you can give Powerade to the Olympics, because they can take the equestrian.
Sure, yeah, right.
Diving.
Right. Gatorade is all about the real sports, like the NFL.
NFL.
Right. NBA.
Which brings me to, instead of the NFL... Second place, maybe third, maybe 18th,
but behind Vince McMahon's XFL,
the CFL, which is sponsored by Reebok. Reebok really found him and
gave it to him,
ran with it, right? And Nissan,
wow,
Nissan is like, we want a piece of this action.
Is Nissan Canadian? No, they're Japanese, aren't they?
Yeah, but maybe they sell really well.
In Canada. I think, because definitely in the United States, it's maybe NFL and college football, and then, like, the CFL is, like...
Yes. Like, if you've ever been on YouTube, if you Google or YouTube CFL video, the comments below are so nasty.
Are they really?
Everyone's saying, oh, my Pee-wee team could beat you.
Would they be wrong?
I don't know. But a lot of people that don't get into the NFL drafts shoot for the CFL.
The CFL. I mean, like Doug Flutie was in the CFL. I mean, Kurt Warner played in the CFL. So I mean,
well, then they had arena football too.
Yeah, arena football.
So it even goes below arena football.
And then what was Vince McMahon's had
XFL?
Yeah.
Yes.
That did not.
It didn't work.
CFL is probably more popular than the XFL.
It's been around for a long time. I think they just had their Grey Cup, which is the lamest word for Super Bowl ever, is actually in its 100th year anniversary.
That's insane.
Yes.
That's a long time.
That's a lot of episodes we've missed.
We need to catch up. Is that on Netflix? I can binge. The Grey Cup. There's one team that I know, and I know that they win a lot. Although I'm not really sure. They're called the Huguenots. What are they called? The
Toronto Argonauts.
Yeah, the Huguenots. What am I thinking of?
And then you have the British Columbia Tigers.
Oh wow!
And
is there a team from Manitoba?
There has to be.
There's only
Moose. 13 teams.
Right.
It's really you got to pick one.
Yeah, right.
You're going to see a lot of repeat matches.
Right.
In their season.
Manitoba.
But I bought a CFL ticket.
Yeah.
With my wife. Mm-hmm. It was $10 each.
Wow, that's great.
Yes. They kind of had like this. It was a piece of the action.
Wait, I'm sorry. $10 US or $10 Canadian?
$10 Canadian.
Oh, so it was like $8.
It was $8. Yes, and it was exciting. Everyone was a little bit inebriated.
Okay,
minus us.
Minus you guys.
They had a great deal on footlong hot dogs.
So you guys definitely partook with the hot dogs
and the nachos. And I think they tried to have fun. Because they knew, this isn't real football. This isn't real.
Right.
This is just fun.
Right.
Which I wish all sports would just have fun.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
CFL. That was good.
Yes.
That was great.
All right, so moving on to our next topic.
Ooh.
Ghostbusters movie review.
Oh, man.
Mindless fun or too painful for words?
We've had a night to process because we saw it last night. We've had a night to process. Mm-hmm. And it's so hard because you're putting it against the two originals.
Yes.
That are cult classics made by iconic comedians. And not to say that the actors in the new one aren't like great comedians, because I think they are. I think like Kristen Wiig is a genius. She's really good, and Melissa McCarthy is really funny. McKinnon is great, and
I just kept thinking Hillary Clinton.
Right. Exactly, and I think that they're great. It's so hard because I feel like the original Ghostbusters is like on this pedestal for me.
Right.
And it's so hard for a movie to go into it and beat it. You know what I mean? However, I think they did do a good job. I think it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. If you pretend it's an 80s classic, it's going to fail.
Exactly.
If you pretend like it's just a sequel to Men in Black, it feels better. It does feel a lot better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There were some great scenes like the scene where they're spoilers, by the way, when they're fighting the ghost army and they have like the different weapons. That was really great.
The Matrix.
It was yes, exactly.
Yeah. Or like just it was kind of Bridesmaid-ish.
Right.
So you kind of get that humor in there because Paul Feig, he was the writer director. Mm-hmm. And so he had some of that flavor that, like, we're women trying to find life together.
Trying to figure out life together.
You had that kind of humor.
Together,
yes. And I think everyone was worried because it was like, oh no, women, they can't science.
They can't science. They can't do the science.
Yes, but the movie proved that they could.
Yes, for sure.
And that they were passionate about ghost busting.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, though, there's no way Bill Murray knew any more science than Kristen Wiig. Yes. There's no way.
And Harold Ramis?
Right? No, not a chance.
He was the smartest.
Right, not a chance.
And Ernie Hudson.
Right, what?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. But true story, Dan Aykroyd's dad...
Okay.
actually did a lot of paranormal studies.
Okay, in real life.
Yes, which is where they got some of their content for the movie.
That's hilarious.
Yes. Who knew? Yeah.
Did his dad take it personally?
I think he might have thought it was a documentary.
It's a documentary.
Yes.
Oh man, that was good. No. So it was good. It was good. I would suggest you go to see it. I think
I would. Yeah, it's gonna eat up an hour and a half of your life, and you're gonna feel good about yourself.
Yeah, I do like that it was an hour and a half though, because it felt like if it was like 2 hours, I would have been like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I think they skimped on the bad guy a little.
A little bit, yeah. They could have developed him a little bit.
Like we don't know why he was there.
I'm bullied, so I'm gonna throw the world into a giant holocaust.
We need an excuse to throw ghosts.
Right.
Let's use that guy.
Yeah.
So that was good. I give it a 3.5 stars.
3.5 stars, yeah.
Yeah.
If Chris Hemsworth actually took his shirt off, though,
yes,
definitely would have bumped it up to 4.
There was a picture of him.
There was a picture that he was holding.
Yes, he gets money every time his shirt comes off.
That is true.
I kind of feel like they did a reversal. They said, the women are the smart scientists.
Right.
And the men are dumb.
Super dumb.
Take that, men.
Well, I mean, the mayor, pretty stupid.
Yes.
Who was the guy? Mm-hmm. Chris Hemsworth, his character, really dumb.
Can't answer a phone.
Can't even answer a phone. Doesn't even have lenses in his glasses.
No. The bad guy.
Clearly dumb.
He doesn't say nearly as much smart things.
Right. He actually just copies their work.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So. Woman power.
Right. And my favorite was Conan's sidekick. There, what's his name? Shoot. Can we forget stuff on podcasts?
Yes, we can.
Okay, we can. What was his name? The guy with the glasses.
The glasses guy. Wasn't he in the orchestra? Or didn't he do stuff in the orchestra? It wasn't Andy.
It wasn't Andy?
No.
I thought it was Andy. Oh no, it was. No, Higsby, and he's from Tonight or Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
right?
Yes,
Is that
Higsby.
Higsby.
Yes.
Yes, and he's a very grumpy guy without Jimmy Fallon.
Yes. Yeah, there was a lot of shameless cameos in that movie.
So many.
Ozzy Osbourne
Was right. I love that he wasn't credited as being Ozzy Osbourne. He was credited as being a rock god.
Yes.
Like in the thing.
Oh man.
Sharon.
Yes, he gets one line, which makes Austin Powers 3, with all its shameless cameos, have a run for its money.
Exactly.
Yes.
Speaking of cameos, though, I do like that they pulled in the old cast.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That was
to
good.
see Bill Murray
And I don't think... Did we see Harold Ramis?
No, didn't... Is he dead?
No.
Is he dead?
Maybe?
I think he might be dead.
Are we allowed to assume people are dead on a podcast?
Citation needed.
Yes.
Might be dead.
He's either angry at Bill Murray or dead.
Right, exactly.
Either way.
We'll let you know next week.
Next week.
Next week.
All right. So,
man.
Moving on.
A
fun challenge.
Okay.
I call this the campus ambassador's moment.
Okay.
And this is a problem I've had.
Okay.
As someone who has to sit down with other people and talk about my missionary ministry.
Okay.
We're part of a missionary ministry, in case you're a non-CA person listening to this.
Right. CA stands for Campus Ambassadors, yes. And it's a college ministry where we go to campuses and tell people about Jesus.
One of the hardest things, and this is for all Christians everywhere around the globe, is convincing them that you want to pay for their meal.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And I thought I had the key word that makes it so you can.
Okay.
And that was, can I buy this for you? I insist. I thought that was it. Like, right. You say that, and they have to do it.
They have to, right.
But this guy. This guy.
Did he Jesus juke you?
Yeah. He's like, nope. And then he ran for the counter. So, I don't know how to do it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, does it have to become like an argument? Like, no, I'll pay.
How I've settled it, if I'm out with like friends or if I'm with someone and I'm gonna pay for it, but I don't want. First, I don't let them know. If you tip them off that you're going to do it, they'll be like, no.
Yes.
I think that the best way that I've found is like go up and order and pretend like you're only gonna pay for yourself. And then be like, and I'll have my iced cap mocha latte and whatever they're having.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, right? And then they're like, they can't argue with that because they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Then they have to let you pay.
Yeah. Well, some of them, like, it's such a hard argument because they're like, no, like, that would bring shame to my family.
Right. And my father's father.
Yeah, my father's father. You have brought me down to the dirt. It's like, no, I just wanted to be a good person.
I just wanted to bless you.
Yes.
I just wanted to be a blessing.
Yes, I think there should be a rule. Just whoever brings it up first
gets to pay. Right.
Yeah.
Has the honor.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you have to, like, threaten.
Right.
Like, there's a gun trained on you.
Right. There's a sniper, and I have a very special set of skills that I will make you pay.
Yes.
Allow you to let me.
You are going to receive the bill.
Yeah.
You will hand it to me.
Right.
Put your hands at your side.
Right.
And watch me take out a check. You will not move.
Right.
You will not speak.
Right. If you ever want to see your loved ones again, you will let me pay.
Yes. So, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that is a struggle. Mm-hmm. But I think it also, I think the revolution has to start with yourself. So if someone insists on paying for you, you can't fight and argue about it either.
Yeah. I never do. I always go with, like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Which is a dumb question.
Yes.
Because it's not like they're not going to say, no, I wasn't sure.
Right.
You better pay.
Right.
They're going to be like, yes, I out-Christianed you. Now watch me pay.
And the first shall be last.
Yes. I think that should be the rule.
Yes.
Is you just go with it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And take turns.
Yes.
Let each other be a blessing.
Right. Or you can buy one of every product in the store beforehand.
Right.
So when they insist, you're like, too late.
I already bought everything.
It's yours.
Are you Bill Gates?
Yes. Well, it's kind of a costly.
Right.
You kind of have to be far in your ministry.
Right. You have to be on Tom's level, where he has like a Starbucks in every corner.
Yes.
It's like you can't pay for this. I own this.
Yes.
For the record, Tom is our boss, and he really likes Starbucks.
He does.
Like a lot.
He could not live in a world where coffee time
was over Starbucks.
Or Second Cup.
Right.
Or Tim Hortons.
Or, God forbid, Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. Oh.
That was the correct response. The Dunkin' Donuts.
They did not spell Dunkin' correctly.
Right.
All right, so that was our campus ambassadors moment.
Right.
We hope you got something out of it.
A real insight into campus ministry.
Now I have like a nerd ponder question. And this is more of like a funny visual.
Okay.
But it also makes you think.
Yes.
How did Han Solo learn Chewbacca's language? Like, how did that take place?
Right. What was the process for learning?
Yes. Can you imagine him with, like, Rosetta?
Right, Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone with earphones.
Right.
And a lady's voice saying, hello. And him repeating it.
Right.
Hello.
How long will that take?
Yes.
And let alone, how does he know what he's saying is correct?
Yes.
Right.
He never has to, like,
right.
Oh, what did you say? I didn't quite get that.
He always, 100% always gets it.
Yes. But not in a way that he'll speak it.
Right,
He'll never speak it back to
right,
Chewbacca.
Right. He speaks English back.
So, I just want to learn it. I don't actually want to speak.
Right. And well, the best part is, because at the time when you watch episodes, at the time 4, 5, and 6,
yeah,
you don't know that there are any other Wookiees in existence.
Yes.
Like, you only see Chewbacca. For all you know, that could be a dead language.
Yes.
Like, you don't know. Like, you don't even know what he is. Like,
Yeah.
you just know that he's a Wookiee. Like, that's it.
Which I would watch a very moving and touching movie of Han Solo reaching out to Chewbacca to learn his language, to become friends, to earn each other's trust.
Well, he's also not the only character that does it, though, either. Like Yoda. Like, when Yoda, like, in episode 3 or whatever, when he's on Kashyyyk and he's talking to all of them.
Yeah.
Like, he speaks English back to them, too.
Yes.
And that's not even his main language. Like, he has his own...
Everyone knows English in the future.
Exactly. Except Wookiees.
Yes.
They can only understand it, not speak it.
Yes, why doesn't Chewbacca try?
Like, Chewbacca clearly understands English, but doesn't want to speak it.
They have, like, this bitter relationship where it's like, I don't care about your language, but I'll understand it, and you don't care about mine.
Right, exactly. They always go to bed angry.
Yes. They do. They go to bed angry.
Man. Maybe they have, like, some implants or something in their head, like a translator, or
maybe
it's the future, and they probably took a pill or something.
Yeah, that is the easy answer. Well, that explains the robot language.
Right.
R2-D2.
Right. Yeah, they all know how to speak to R2-D2.
And when R2-D2 beeps, like, how do you know what he's saying?
Right.
It's not like he's going to correct you.
Right.
He's not going to point to things and go, beep, beep, beep.
Right.
Oh.
Right. And he clearly understands English because people tell him instructions in English and he does them.
Yes. So there's a huge language questions.
And C-3PO talks to him in English, even though he's a robot and should be speaking robot. And he's a translator droid. You should know.
He's a jerk.
That's what he is.
An English European jerk.
Right, exactly. Why does he have a British accent?
Yes.
You think the British Empire has been dissolved
Even
at this point?
in the future, English people rule the world.
Exactly.
So that lets you know about a little something.
A little something.
And since we have like 7 minutes left, if that's a good time.
Yeah, I think we can.
There's a little game that I invented.
Okay.
Called the Worser game.
Okay, let's play it.
And how you do it is one person starts off with something of very low quality.
Okay.
and the other person has to kind of top it with something of lower quality.
Right.
And when you don't know how to top it, you say Nickelback.
You say
which means that you gave up.
Okay.
You picked the bottom.
Right. Okay. Nickelback is the worst.
So if I started off and you can skip in any genre.
Okay.
As long as it's worse.
As long as it's worse.
So if I started off with like Austin Powers 3.
Austin Powers 3. Okay. Shoot. Have you seen it's a really terrible movie. It's called Undercover Brother. Have you seen that?
Undercover Brother.
Right? I went right there.
I would have to say A Cop and a Half.
The Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy 2.
They made a second one?
Yes, with the cable guy. Killer the Cable Guy.
What?
Yes.
How is that a thing?
It is a thing.
That's not real. Mm-hmm. Air Bud.
MVP, Most Valuable Primate.
That's not real.
It's real.
What is it about?
It's about a monkey who can skateboard.
Oh no, that's horrifying. Okay, MVP, Most Valuable Primate. I don't know. What is worse than that? That is a good question. Sharknado 2.
Sharknado 2. I haven't seen Sharknado 3. So
they made a third.
It's in space.
I think is it really?
Yes.
All I know is I think
Las Vegas. I can't remember. Either space or Las Vegas.
The same thing.
Yes.
All I know about the second one is that I think Tara Reid is in it.
Yes.
And she's like one of the main actors.
Yes.
So, anyways.
Oh.
Sharknado 3.
Leprechaun 3 in Vegas.
In Vegas. In Vegas.
Yes.
Oh man. Let's see. So wait, what was your worser? It was in Vegas.
Yes.
In Vegas.
Leprechaun 3 in Vegas.
That sounds awful. Let's see. Oh, man. Any adult man that says that they like My Little Pony.
Oh, wow. All right. Is this the kind that dress up?
Yeah, the thing called like bronies.
The bronies, yes. Yeah. What's worse than that? Well, right off the bat, my brother would be cursing at this.
Oh, does he enjoy My Little Pony?
He does, but he does for intellectual reasons. He tells me, and I believe him, because I don't see him with Rainbow Bright.
Right.
Or Powerpuff Girls. No, Powerpuff Girls is pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Oh, so what's worse than a brony? I would say... Nickelback.
Nickelback? Really?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
All right, you start with the worser.
The worser? Okay. See, the problem is you have to start like kind of high, but like still bad.
Still bad.
Still bad. Let's see. Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. Oh. CC's.
Old Country Buffet.
Oh no. Ponderosa.
Ponderosa. Combo KFC Taco Bell.
Oh, half McDonald's, half juice bar.
That's a thing?
Yes, it's in California.
Okay. Oh man. Orange Julius.
Orange Julius. Oh, what's worse than an Orange Julius? I'm gonna pull out a guitar solo from Fred Durst.
Fred Durst. He knows how to play an instrument.
There is a video of him playing one at a concert.
Okay.
And it's like horrible.
It's horrible.
And his reason for playing, this is actually under one like worst guitar solo ever. He says to the crowd, he's like, I'm going to play this so my friend can get shagged tonight. And then proceeds to murder the guitar.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
Justin Bieber acoustic.
Oh no. A remix of Oceans by Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse. would be worse. I can't even imagine what that would be like. That's horrifying, is what that is. No, I'm gonna have to say Nickelback. I can't think of anything worse than that.
That's good. That's good.
Horrifying. Wow. Do we want to do? We should do one more. Best of three. I'm thinking.
Best of three.
Best of three.
I would have to say I'm gonna start off with the fame of Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. The fame of Lindsay Lohan?
The fame of Megan Fox.
Oh man, I'm sure these are wonderful people.
Yes, I'm sure they're great.
They're great.
Humanitarians.
Right. Real geniuses. Man. The fame of Nicolas Cage. He's only famous. I would be as famous as Nicolas Cage if my name was everywhere too.
Yes.
Like,
I think what's worse than the fame of Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage not trying.
Right. I think the only thing worse than that is Nicolas Cage trying.
Yes. Oh man.
There's that one scene from a movie where he literally just says the alphabet.
No, which movie is this?
I have no idea. Man, I know it's a thing, and we should definitely. Are we allowed to forget things on podcasts?
Yes. It's not Raising Arizona.
No,
is it?
No, it's not. He's like I think he's like a Wall Street banker or something.
Matchstick Man?
Maybe that doesn't sound right. We'll have to look it up.
Are you thinking of Rain Man?
Yes, I am.
It was Rain Man. Nicolas Cage's best role is Rain Man.
Oh man!
So Nicolas Cage saying the alphabet, was that your worst?
Yeah. In a movie, a real movie.
Yes, I would say Sean Connery's cover of a Beatles song.
What?
Yes.
Did you understand what he was saying?
He speaks it.
That's weird.
To like a mandolin in the background.
Is he playing the mandolin?
I don't know who it is.
It's Yoko Ono.
Yes. I want to hold your hand. He does like that.
Oh no, that's not good. Man. Have you seen the there's like a knockoff like James Bond called it's like a satire comedy, but it's like Johnny English. It's with the guy that does Mr. Bean.
Mr. Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson.
You know what would be worse than Johnny English? Johnny English 2.
Reborn.
Yes.
I think that's on Netflix.
Yes, that was on Netflix.
Go watch it if you can.
Oh gosh.
Johnny English. Mr. Bean. Is he the English version of Pee Wee Herman?
Oh,
is that comparable?
No, because I don't think we want to say that Pee Wee Herman is talented. Rowan Atkinson can mime all day.
That's true. He can be anyone or anything.
If I invited him in my house to not say anything, just respond and react to things,
right,
I'd be happy.
Right.
If you asked Pee Wee Herman in your house,
he would get arrested.
Yes, he would get arrested.
He's not allowed to be there.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, so Johnny English, man. What's worse than Johnny English?
That is a great question.
That will go answered or unanswered.
Oh.
Are we thinking?
Oh. Wait, you said Johnny English?
I said Johnny English.
Oh, okay, I said the sequel, but you know...
The sequel? I'll go.
Okay.
I mean, I could go.
I have one in case you want to just go with Johnny English.
No, I mean, I can go with... I can see if I can beat the second one. Grown-Ups 2.
Grown-Ups 2. Yes. Grown-Ups 2 could only be beaten by Adam Sandler's straight-to-DVD movies.
All of them?
All of them. anything that wasn't worth the screen. Anything that was less quality than Jack and Jill.
Right.
It went straight to DVD.
Oh, man. Nicolas Cage in Left Behind.
Yes! Oh, no. Oh, no. Nickelback. You just can't.
Even then, that's really close. Like, I don't know which is worse. Like, is Nickelback really worse than Left Behind?
What if they did the soundtrack to Left Behind?
That would be a new level of suckitude.
Yes. Left Behind 2 with Nickelback.
Nickelback. Featuring Nickelback. Man, how did they get popular?
Well, they created a genre of rock music.
Post-grunge?
It's kind of a post-grunge. It's like you take Nirvana.
Right.
And you neuter it.
Right. Exactly.
And then you take Metallica and you numb it. And then you marry the two.
Right.
And then you copy Creed. So
it's an amalgamation.
Yes.
Oh man, wow, there's something else.
Yes.
That is something else.
But I have to admit, I saw a Legend of Zelda video.
Okay.
With Creed's Hero song in the background. And I got a little excited.
You were moved. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I would have to say they have their moments.
Right.
And their song on Guitar Hero is pretty easy.
Yeah. Understandably.
Yes.
Because a 3-year-old can do that.
Yes.
Oh man. So is that all the content we have?
Yeah, what did we learn today?
That's a good question. We learned that nothing much is worse than Nickelback.
Yes.
We also learned that Pokemon Go is dangerous, and we should not go alone. It's dangerous.
Do not go alone. Not do illegal dog fighting.
It's true. That Vince McMahon is, for some reason, like really, really into making money off really terrible things.
Oh, yes.
Like XFL, like what was that?
Yeah. We learned that Selena Gomez might be crying out for help. And we're just ignoring her.
Ignoring her, yes. That Starbucks has a rightful place as the best item
yes.
in terms of coffee.
Parade just takes the lesser sports.
It's true. Like the Olympics.
Yes.
The lesser sports.
Yes.
Oh man. No man. What else did we learn? Man, Selena Gomez. We talked a lot about Selena Gomez for Two Adult Men. That was a...
Well, out of concern.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Out of love.
For
right. her.
For her, right. And the Biebs. I mean, we're concerned about just as much about Justin Bieber. I'm surprised he didn't come up in Worser.
I think it's an assumed rule.
Right. Just
like keep your hands to yourself.
Right.
You just kind of know it.
Right. You just assume.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. Anything else?
I think that sums it up.
I think that sums it up really nice.
So this is Mike and Adam with our dreams and feelings.
Our dreams and feelings about various things.
Yes. And if there might be a next week.
Yeah, let's hope there's a next week.
Yes.
I hope there's a next week.
All right.
Well, we'll see you guys later.
Yep, see you later.
Bye.